The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Good morning. How good is the weather? And it's going to be a beautiful weekend, so I'm feeling chirpy and chipper.
Is it good today?
It is a humdinger. It's 26 and sunny. It's like 26 and sunny like every day for the next 4 or 5 days.
What's the wind doing? Well, there's no wind either.
The wind's not doing much at all, and we're going to Moreton, and it's going to be amazing.
It'll
for the
be
race.
perfect.
Races too, Doomben, that'll be good. Mm-hmm. Doomben Cup Day.
Don't have to worry about your hat blowing off. Woo!
No, my fascinator will be wedged in.
Where?
My ears. I have to attach it to my ears.
Lutzi, 12 kilometre an hour gentle winds on Saturday.
Yeah, that's nice. We like that.
Well,
They're good.
Doesn't matter what you're doing, that's good.
You'll be able to see the fish from the boat.
Not you, yeah. Not at Doomben.
There's a big
No.
swell on the Gold Coast at the moment as well.
There's plenty of fish in the sea for you, though, Lutzi. Just in case in the future. What? He's looking at me funny.
You did a full turnaround yesterday.
I know.
What are you
I'm
doing?
messing with you.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday you had him hitched
I'm
up.
like, because he's very spoken for. And now I'm just messing with him.
Jesus.
I'm Jen. Sorry. Jen, if you're listening, I'm winding him up.
God,
You've gone red.
yes.
That was an over-exclusive.
Don't. You're giving...
I'm giving you
fake
anxiety.
news.
I'm so sorry.
Fake
I'm so
news.
sorry. I can't do that. Jeremy, I'm leaving you. There we go. Now it's fair.
Well, there's two things in the paper.
Yeah,
Well done.
there you go.
Great.
Yeah, just even it out. And Jodie's actually a man. There we go.
Now you've gone too far.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Nikki's News.
On a brighter note, Tottenham versus Man United is happening right now. Manchester United and Tottenham face off in the Europa League final in Bilbao, with both clubs eyeing a golden ticket into the Champions League after historically poor seasons.
You should have given the score by now. Just as a sports journalist. Like
People are waiting for the
start
score.
with the, it's live. Start with the score.
Well, it's not written in front of me, but now I can see on the screen
Yeah,
that
I was just
Tottenham is
saying.
1.
Yep.
Man United is 0.
And what stage of the game we at?
I don't know. We're 56 minutes in.
That's it. So
Perfect.
start with that. I'm just helping.
I feel like I'm in sports kindergarten right now,
Well, you are.
and it's a school I don't really want to be in.
But you got to be in it because it's in your news.
I know. Moving on.
Okay.
It's like you don't tease them ever.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. Yeah.
Lady Gaga is now just a Tony away from EGOT status after winning a sports Emmy. A sports Emmy?
Sports Emmy.
For a
Give,
su-
give the
for-
score. Give the score.
For a Super Bowl pre-game. It all goes back to bloody sport.
It does. Well, it's your segment.
I don't
Like,
write it.
we don't write it.
I wake up, I come in, and I read it live, and I feel like Ron Burgundy, but worse. Anyway, she
The whale's vagina.
yes. She does not have one. But yeah, she won it for a Super Bowl pre-game performance of Hold My Hand. So
That's a sports Emmy, is it? Playing at Super Bowl.
apparently,
But is a sports Emmy a proper Emmy?
Sounds a bit Mickey Mouse to me.
Well, it's an Emmy.
Yeah.
It's nice they're including sports in the Emmy, because
Sport needs more.
yeah, sport doesn't get enough attention, especially not on this show.
Still 1-0 by
I
the way.
feel bad
Hang on,
for
that was
sport.
sarcasm. I picked up on it.
You guessed it. Anyway, that's Gaga.
You're propagating it.
I'm being a
that
cow
was?
this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, Robert Irwin. Oh, hello. He's been caught on a night out
Oh.
with a mystery blonde. Ahead of his debut in the US version of Dancing with the Stars in a few weeks, Robert travelled to Vegas with his mum, Terry, and sister, Bindi, for the annual Steve Irwin Gala on May 10. Rob was spotted ditching his family later in the evening to
Yeah.
go for dinner with a mystery blonde woman. Photos emerged of the pair walking closely together down the Vegas Strip.
Is he attached?
Why didn't you leave with this story?
Before they sat, because I wanted to finish with the good one, before they sat next to each other in the corner of a small ramen restaurant. Oh, a source close to the family told Daily Mail Australia, so it must be reputable information, that Robert's decision to be seen with the woman may have left his mother disappointed. Oh, what nonsense!
That's ridiculous.
I hate it when they meddle in between
yeah.
the people. Like, they're like,
Like as if someone's gone up to the what's her name?
Like they know Terry and Robert's
How you feeling,
relationship.
Terry? Oh, I'm pretty pissed off actually. Rob just went off for a date. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get to the Daily Mail that. Like as if that.
But how presumptuous to think you know someone's relationship better than they do. That's what gives me the absolute.
It's just a journo just making it up.
No, it's not even. It's a paid troll. That's
What do you
what I
mean?
call them. Daily Mail Australia.
Oh,
Paid
well, yeah,
trolls.
They're not paying someone for that.
Yeah,
No,
they,
but it's-
yes, they are.
What, to say that so-and-so's pissed off because Robert went to dinner, that Terry's pissed off?
No, the journo just writes it and says
So
it's
they're
source.
just making
I
that
blocked
up.
them all on my Instagram.
There's no actual source. It's just
No,
the
that-
journo
that-
writing.
Do you know what is true?
What?
Is that when Terry came in here one day,
Oh, you've had
when Terry
all of
came in
them.
here one day,
Yeah.
her and Lutzi were flirting with each other. And I can't listen to an Irwin story anymore without thinking of Lutzi.
Well, your
being the
exact
new-
words were
in his. I thought she had.
you thought she had it on for me.
And listen, I'm being genuine. I saw it with my eyes. I was like, she likes you.
Oh, the pheromones
Can you
were
imagine Lutzi
flying
in the
all
car?
over the joint. No, could you imagine?
I would
David
fit in
on his
I would
breast
fit
pocket.
in there perfectly.
You
you
in the
would.
crock pit.
You
Oh
would.
my word.
No, I wouldn't be in the crop pit probably. But, be out the back somewhere. They
just
get
wanna
me
see
in
you
the
in the car
cafeteria or
key.
something making coffees.
Could you
The
imagine?
coffeeteria. I'd be in the cafeteria.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, proposing to someone is probably one of the most nerve-wracking, important things you'll do in your life.
I've never done it.
No, you haven't done it, have you? But a lot of people buckle under the pressure and they just do it at the worst time, or they do it at the wrong time just because they want to get it out of the way. Like, how did you do it, Ash?
We were camping. We were camping at Gari, Fraser Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
You did it in mid lovemaking session.
Yes.
Oh, did you
Yeah, he
really?
actually did.
Marry me!
Yeah, he did. right in the middle of it.
It was not in the middle of
On a
it.
sand dune. And his whole entire family's always done it.
And then what? You were just like, it's a ring somewhere.
Yeah, you'll find it.
It's at Michael Hill.
Great
Go on Monday.
grandma
Treat
started the
yourself.
tradition, if you want to know, a long time ago.
A dingo popped out with the ring on the end of its knob. It was very romantic. No, seriously. Where did you do it?
Did you do it in the sand dune?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
You know, Jeremy nearly did that.
Really?
He
I was-
nearly did that.
Oh, nearly did it.
Yes. But then he went, oh, I can't propose while camping. That's so un-British. But instead,
Stupid idea because they lost it 10 minutes later.
She did actually. She lost
the
it.
virginity.
I don't know where you're going with this story, but I'm enjoying this.
Come on.
The dingo's still in rehab. Why do I have to be involved in this? I'm a native animal.
Hang on. I'm getting there. I'll quickly tell you.
Can I just say that no dingoes were harmed?
Come on, continue. We've had our fun.
You know, because Jeremy, he'd planned like a big romantic moment, but then
Where?
I think he wanted to take me out to a fancy dinner, but then I clued on to him because I was watching our bank statements, so I saw there was a large transaction that had happened. I'm like, oh, it's the ring, it's coming, and then he didn't do it when I thought he was going to do it because he knew I was onto it. Then I called him a de facto, but with a U in it.
Hang on, what does do?
De
Oh yeah, okay, got
Yep.
you. Sorry, yes.
And so he's like, oh, God, I've just got to get this done. And we ate dinner, and I was tired and cranky because I was hosting a late night show at the time. And he said, oh, let's go and get gelato. And I went, okay. So we're walking along our favourite beach in Brighton.
In Brighton?
In Brighton, because we'd always go to the Brighton Baths for a date night. But we're walking along, and I was busting to pee. And I'm like, I'm just going to sneak into Brighton Baths just to use their toilet and then come out. And I kind of walked in, and they were having like a team meeting over in the right. They didn't see me, and it was all kind of closing up. So I just went, I'll just duck in. And then I came out, and they were all standing there going, why are you in our bathroom? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I come here all the time. I just had to use, and I started running out of the building, trying to get as far away as possible to Jeremy on one knee at the door. And I'm like, we gotta go. It's really awkward. He's like, will you?
Getting
And
chased.
he's trying to do his spiel. And I'm like, what?
I've known since day one. And you're like,
Yeah.
Get out of here, we're getting chased.
Quick, this is weird. So I was in a complete flap. So anyway, that's my. I said yes, and then I was all excited, but it wasn't how I'd imagined
No.
it.
But it was surprising.
It was surprising.
But a good story too.
I just saw one online and it just made me go, oh, no, you didn't. It was at a wedding. Now, I know that it's a trend where sometimes they speak to the bride and go, I'm going to propose to your bridesmaid. Can you hand her the bouquet and then I'll come and I'll propose? That's the trend, right?
Do you like that?
At the wedding?
No, I don't think
at the wedding.
At someone else's wedding.
Oh, I think that's like killing the vibe for the bride, isn't
Exactly.
it?
Stealing the thunder.
Bride would be filthy.
Well, this guy went one worse, and it's the most awkward video on the planet. So he's got his mate to video, and they're just kind of on the dance floor, and then he's got down on one knee, and she's just gone, what? And then the bride's just behind in shot, and she's like, what? And then she looks at her bride friend and goes, do you know about this? And she's like, no. And she then looks at him and goes, you didn't speak to them about this? And he's like, no. And then the bride goes, it's okay. It's okay.
God.
And then she said yes, but they totally, he totally ruined their wedding day.
So he
Can't
should have
do
cleared
that.
it first. He should have.
You got to get clearance.
You got to get clearance.
But I just don't think
Just
you should do
don't
it
do
at
it.
a wedding.
I agree.
You can't do that.
It's someone else's special day, and then everyone will leave going, oh, they got engaged. And, so I think as revenge,
I'd be pissed off as even the groom. Like, what are they doing?
I know, it's disrespectful. I think the bride should then have host her gender reveal at their wedding day. Just blow up blue smoke and pink smoke and just ruin it. But 13, 24, 10, when has a proposal gone wrong? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Because rarely do they go perfectly. A lot of them derail. You see people dropping rings off boats and, and dingoes steal rings as you steal their virginity.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Proposals that gone wrong. Maybe some of them around about sports, like we are right now. Maybe the proposal had to wait until the end of a sporting game. Quite like now we're waiting the final seconds of the Europa League final.
People would have proposed at Broncos games, I reckon, for sure.
Yeah,
I think I've seen it before.
On field.
And,
They've done it.
and then there's that one that went viral with the guy who proposed at Australia Zoo, where he knew she'd want to be one of the volunteers in the crowd for the bird to fly to.
Right.
And the bird flew the ring to her and put it in her
So it
hand.
worked?
It worked.
Okay.
That went rather viral. But hang on, we've got Anna from Brookfield. Anna, what went wrong? Hello.
Oh, look, my poor husband had done a lot of planning, and this is back in 1997, and he booked a restaurant at Dockside, and it was Valentine's Day, so I had no idea what was about to happen, and we're sitting there, and he starts to take out the ring, and all of a sudden I'm really distracted because all of these police arrive and go into the kitchen at the restaurant. Because what had happened, another gentleman had arrived earlier that day and delivered a ring to be delivered in a cake to the woman he was proposing to.
Yeah.
But the ring had been stolen.
By the cooks.
Well, I don't know, but it was this massive investigation, and the police were in there, and people were being interviewed, and my poor husband, ex-husband now, was in the middle of this speech, and I'm like, oh my God, the police are here, what's happening? And beside us, you're probably too young to know this gentleman, he was a bit of a minor celebrity, Bernard King. Do you remember Bernard King?
Yeah, of course, Bernard King.
Yeah,
Was he?
Yeah, he was sitting beside us, and he was all aflutter, as you can imagine.
Yes.
He was,
He was
also
quite
adding to
flamboyant,
the
Bernard.
Yes, he was adding to the drama by running around as well, trying to assist in this investigation.
That's the weirdest proposal story
But
ever.
hang on, wait, did he end up proposing or did he put the ring away and save it for later?
Well, no, he did, but you could just tell that he was so deflated because I'm a little bit, distracted by this whole event, and I just wanted to find out who did it and get to the bottom of this crime. But
You
he
and Bernard
proposed.
became Sherlock.
Yeah. And you're like, yeah, I'll marry you, but where's the ring?
Bernard turned it into a musical.
I'd also imagine someone might have eaten it. Like, it might be in a stool sample somewhere.
That's a good point.
Everyone having to, bring in samples. Who did eat
Yeah,
the
I don't
Bring it
know.
back tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness, that's a good one, Anna. All right, we've got Mark from Kangaroo Point. Mark, what went wrong?
Well, I thought I'd do something really exciting and take my wife. There's little gondolas that you could get at Breakfast Creek.
Yes.
Wharf
Yeah.
at the time.
I
So
remember-
this is back in 98,
Yeah,
so not long after the other lady.
Mark,
So I took her out on this gondola. We ordered a meal. It was fantastic. And I thought, I want to do something flamboyant for my wife, just have a decent proposal. So I got one of my mates, and we made up this big wide sign that just all twisted out of wire said, "Marry me." And I wrapped that in sparklers, and then I wrapped it in this, just in some rags and what have you, and I gave him this massive tin of fuel. And I said, look, at my cue, he was on the side of the bank. We'd gone out on the gondola. I said, light that up, right at the front. So I'd rang him on the phone just to give him the cue. And this fire just absolutely ablaze in the park. The grass, everything's catching a fire. My wife put that to me, turns around and says, "What is that lunatic doing? Call the police." And the guy doing the gondola just about lost control with stuff going everywhere because he's in panic. And sure enough, like he said, was this little fire extinguisher that I gave him, one that comes out of a little caravan or something. He had no chance of putting this out, and it was just absolute flames everywhere. She was able legible? To make out. It was. So she was able to make out as the fire sort of dissipated a bit, reading to marry me, and of course then she's holding her face with yes. She said yes, so it was a fantastic moment in the end.
Oh, no,
but
that's
Jamie,
a good
if you're out there, I think the police are still looking for you.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Online Osborne.
I didn't know when to talk then. All right, there we go. I've been keeping my ear to the ground for things that are trending online, which it's a full-time job, trying to keep up with what's trending. But I just got sent one thing now that is going viral, but for all the wrong reasons. There is a new app by Higgsfields, and it's the face punch effect. It recreates a cinematic, high-impact punch simulation with explosive, dramatic realism.
I blame Reece Hawks for this.
Yeah, well, maybe Reece didn't punch anyone.
Maybe that's what he was doing. He was jumping the gun, like getting in.
He's on the Higgsworth.
Yeah.
Now, I thought, that's hilarious because, their examples are they've got fish hitting them in the face or a horse headbutts them or whatever.
In slow motion?
In slow motion.
This was my idea. Mitch,
I remember.
About 10 years ago, I wanted to do it I said, let's get a slow motion camera and anything hitting your face in slow-mo would be a viral thing.
Well, you should have patented it and paid someone and you could be doing all right. But the comments are divided because I looked at it and went, that'll be great for like a Bush Barbie sketch. You know, I could have I could punch a shark in the face, and I could like do it easily. But I'm reading the comments. It's not good. People are saying that people are going to use it to create fake evidence to incriminate someone. Now, I can see how this is going to... Think of all the DV cases and think of how you could trick up footage to make it look like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it's that what it is. It's like you could potentially do that to a fake shot.
I mean, yeah, it starts with... In the ad, it's got Kim Kardashian being punched in the face. Hang on, that chick's getting punched. Hang on, I'm trying to show Lutzi right now. This is great.
That's right. No, I get the gist of it.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah, right. So
spit comes out of her mouth.
Kim Kardashian getting that whole spit coming out the other side, boxing kind of deal going on.
So anyway, face punch effect. If you want to have a go with it, I'd get onto it soon.
How long has that been trending for?
No,
is it this week
kind of deal? Of it. This is the first I've heard of it. Doesn't mean it hasn't been trending before now.
I mean, I'm suggesting is that other stuff that we've seen, was that a result of this trending stuff?
Well, it's possible.
The aforementioned incident?
It's possible it's been around for a while, but usually...
What I'm saying is that the cool thing to do right now on Instagram, punch someone in the face.
Well, it seems to be the thing.
Yeah, no, it's not. We don't endorse this.
Absolutely not.
Well, no, we don't, but that seems to be what's going on.
That's problematic.
Another story that has started trending, I don't know how long this has been doing the rounds, but I've just jumped on it and it keeps popping up, is it's not Judge Judy, but it's a similar show over in America, and there's a guy on trial, and next to the judge is, kind of the bodyguard standing there.
Yeah, they always have the bodyguard.
And anyway, they're talking about his sad marriage or whatever, and then she says, oh, look, so-and-so, the bodyguard has been married for 20 years and he's happy. Anyway, this is how the audio plays out in the courtroom. Listen to this.
They yell at each other all the
time. Oh, that's true. Ask him, he's been married for how long?
Over 20-some years.
Over 20
Look at him, though. He look mad. You don't look happy, brother. You don't look happy.
He's very happy.
Sherman Chow, a former TV show bailiff and current Harris County deputy charged with his wife's murder.
Yeah, I did hear about this one.
I can't believe that.
Oh, what? So that security guard.
Ended up killing his wife, which is horrendous.
We know we get that.
You don't need to editorialise that.
I feel like I've done a very
Now, for
poor
those following,
sequencing
that's
of
a
events
really
here.
bad thing.
That's a bad thing.
No, I understand. I've heard this has been around for a little while. This story.
You've seen this one?
Yeah. But he dead set. I think not long after.
It's unbelievable
involved in
that
it.
happened. Also, on Fashion Week,
He must have driven home. Going on. Yeah, I'm not happy. Like,
I hope
don't think
that's
he did it
not
that
what
afternoon.
triggered it.
But yeah, might be, I don't know.
On a brighter note, the final night of
Please.
Fashion Week.
Please
I know.
brighten
That
things
just
up.
that was a poor sequence of events too,
That's
wasn't
all right.
it?
No, I got it.
and that judge was a poor character?
He was a Paul character.
Yes.
The poor character.
Well,
That's his name, Paul character.
Oh my goodness.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
there's a big fight coming up, a boxing match, Nikki, between Paul Gallen
Yeah.
and Sonny Bill Williams.
Okay. Your dog.
That's a very good point.
Well, I hear Sonny Bill.
That is his dog's name.
That's who he's named after.
Yeah.
He's
Really?
actually Sonny Bill Williams. Yeah.
Okay.
The kids were big Sonny Bill fans when then they've. Like,
Have they departed from that?
oh, they're not. They
don't care.
Probably
Wouldn't
wouldn't
know
care
who he
less
is.
about Sonny Bill Williams, but at the time he was huge, Sonny Bill.
Shouldn't your dog have been a boxer if you wanted? Because instead you picked the most passive breed possible.
Well,
yeah.
It's a golden
Golden
retriever.
Called
Yeah.
Sonny
Named
Bill.
after a boxer.
He's not
Called
running it
Sonny
straight.
Bill Williams.
It's like our friend's got a chihuahua and called it Thor. Anyway.
Yeah. We used to do.
Ironic. Pet names are good though.
We used to
they
do
are.
a Sonny Bill voice too, and it was in a Kiwi accent. He used to speak like Sonny Bill Williams back in the
On air.
day.
Yep.
But anyway, no. Sonny Bill is fighting Paul Gallen, and I was saying to Lutzi just the other day, saying, I couldn't care less. Like it's like two 40-year-old guys. Like I wouldn't mind it back in the day when they were in their peak. Mm-hmm. But then they had the press conference a couple of days ago. And Paul Gallen didn't go to the press conference. And when I heard that, I was like, well, I didn't care again because I was like,
You thought it was showman, whatever they call it,
it's
showmanship.
just showmanship to try and build up the.
Why didn't he go out and
Any
put his
interest in
back
the
out
fight?
just sleeping? Because that's what happens when you're 40.
Yeah, well,
Or maybe.
Sonny Bill said it got a bit personal
Uh-oh.
at the press conference, and Sonny Bill fully went gal
Oh.
and has basically said that he's been on the roids since in the last couple of years, and that the reason he didn't turn up to the press conference.
Because Paul Gallen was New South Wales Rugby League captain.
Yes.
Like,
These
origin.
are Aussies.
Yeah, they're both Aussies
Yes.
with rugby league / rugby union
but most
backgrounds.
people would understand. Paul Gallen,
Yeah, big names in
huge
Australian
names
sport.
in Australia in the
New
Australian
Zealand
sporting world.
Okay.
And this is what Sonny Bill said about why Gal didn't turn up to the press conference at the thingo the other day.
I think that he probably thought the drug testers were going to be here today and ask him about the vitamins that he's been on. For someone that has been involved in probably one of the biggest drug sporting scandals in the NRL to date, for someone that charges his own players $10 a head to come to a barbecue at his house, this type of character, having to go at mine, I see that as a compliment.
I reckon the barbecue thing's even worse
Well,
than the
yeah.
drug
That's
shit.
so
I mean,
funny.
let's discuss.
He was he would have
is
been
Kent-
captain of Cronulla, the Sharks,
Yes.
and having barbecues at his place and making them chip in for the steaks.
Well, it does
Or the
cost a
beers.
lot to buy steak nowadays.
Come on, you can't do that.
Can you
By the
imagine?
way, this is on a slightly different thing, but I want to do a segment moving forward that if you have a party, you have a party. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You have the party.
well, yeah. So when you
Yeah.
have a party and you get there and it's like, you got to chip in or bring your own booze and your food.
No, this is what I wanted
That's
to
what-
discuss right now. Is,
Oh, really?
is like of all the heinous allegations, the
That-
fact that you would put a barbie on and then say, "Hey, it's
Yeah.
$10 a head."
That does stand out as
yes.
being the most inflammatory thing you said.
More to
just
the
then.
point, what I'm saying is if you can't do the party, don't do the party.
You reckon?
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
You know what I mean?
know.
If you're going to charge people for steaks,
No, you don't
you're not throwing a
charge them.
party.
No, but it's not like Gal is like some 19-year-old kid that's having
Yes.
his mates around and they all go to Woolies before and buy a pack
Would have been
of
on
meat or
$800 a year.
Gal is a made man.
Yes.
And he's having his mates over.
Oh, well, that's
and
stupid
charging
then.
his
That's
mates.
beyond tight ass.
Yeah, but I don't.
That is beyond tight ass.
That's fine if you've got that sort of wealth. That's fine. But there's a lot of people who want to have a thing with their friends, but they can't afford to cater it for everyone.
Well, you've got to word it differently. You've got to
You
say.
don't say, "I'll bring $10."
And you'd have to make that a part of like the invitation.
Yeah,
Hey, listen,
bring
everyone,
your
come
plate.
That's what I'm
over.
saying.
Everyone, chuck in $10 and
my
I'll get
point.
some steaks and we'll put it on tonight. But if I was to say, hey guys, come over to my place for dinner tonight.
Yeah, well, I've seen
Nikki,
more like
come over for dinner.
No, it's bring
and
a
then you
plate.
Written
you
invites.
You turn up and I go, no. I go, no, not up to you what you bring. Nikki, it's $50 a head.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all bang out of order. But I'm
Yes.
saying that bring a plate is more of the cultural norm now.
This isn't bring a plate.
As long as
No.
as long as that's transparent, because my experience has been, welcome to the party of the year. We're having it at this exclusive private room at Eclipse nightclub, and then we're going to do this. You get there, and it's like, I'll just grab a drink. Yeah, that's $42 for espresso martini. Like, what? That's not a party. You're just saying, do you want to go to the club?
Yes.
And my experience is a lot of people are doing that these days.
Yeah, right.
If
Well,
you're going to have a party, at least put on a drinks package and some horse duvers. That's all I'm saying.
to be fair, you do hang out with a lot of wankers.
You don't know that.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Queensland! It's a miracle! Oh, yeah!
Access All Origin.
Cheer on the Mighty Maroons as they take on New South Wales. All thanks to Shell V-Power, fueling Queenslanders.
2 more chances to get in our draw, which we will be pulling a winner out of tomorrow to access All Origin from Monday. Exclusive events running Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We've got the Captain's Run session, invite for Tuesday, and an invite into the dressing sheds game day Wednesday. Before everything gets set up, after everything gets set up, before the game's on.
Can I say that, we've got these tickets to give away. This is the only place you can get the tickets, by the way. It's
They're
a
all
sellout.
Gonski.
We've got them. But from next week, we've still got tickets. We got tickets next week all the way up until game day, but it won't come with this amazing experience. Now, these tickets that we're about to give away right now to
yes.
Scott out of Regent's Park. I'll just
I
see
know,
what it
I
says
just
on the
read it as
screen.
well.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's a Blues supporter. Scott, how'd you get through on our hotline?
We can't discriminate.
Just lucky, I guess.
Oh,
We can't discriminate. We've tried.
no.
I think that's the
I'll
second.
bring a Queenslander.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, even it up a bit. That's good.
Even it out. And I think that we'll probably be sitting, I don't know if we all sit together, but
Yeah, we do.
well, Buzz is a New South Welshman too.
Oh, he's annoying.
And Buzz will be coming. And Buzz is he's like a bad New South Welshman too.
Five
Oh,
Arms is New South Wales.
Yeah,
too.
5 Arms. But I don't mind 5 Arms because he just sits there. Like when we were in Adelaide and we won in Adelaide,
Yeah.
just saw the footage and 5 Arms just sat there like his dog had died,
Yeah.
which is fine. He just looks down at the ground
Yeah.
and he's not offensive. But
True.
Buzz is a bit of a chirper.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got that from
Yeah.
Buzz. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't hold it in.
No.
Nope.
No, it'll all come out. And
Anyway, so he's got the silver tickets, and now it's in the draw for the prize that we'll give away
Tomorrow.
on-
And you-
tomorrow, yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
right.
You have to have your phone on you, Scott, okay? Because if you
Will
don't
do,
answer
thank
in,
you.
well, if you don't answer in the first ring, we're hanging up on you.
Fair enough.
No, we'll give you 5 rings tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just for you, Scott, we're doing it after 9 a.m, so you can keep your phone off until then if you want.
No, just leave your phone
No
off.
worries.
Yeah, good.
See you, mate.
All right, well, aside
I
from
didn't give him
Scott,
the dong. You might have noticed.
Well, you just
I normally
lumped
give him
on
the dong,
Scott.
but Scott wasn't getting the
He-
dong.
he
He doesn't
wore
deserve
that.
the dong.
Oh.
upgraded diamond tickets on offer tomorrow if you get the Access All Origin pass. 1 more chance to get in the draw tomorrow morning when you hear Paddy Carrigan on the show. All thanks to our mates at Shell V-Power, cheering on the Mighty Maroons as they take on New South Wales. No one fuels Queenslanders quite like Shell V-Power.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
All right. Well, speaking of the devil, we've got him on the line. Guy
is
Sebastian.
he there?
He's there. How you doing?
I am here, yes. How are you guys?
Last
We're
minute, mate.
all
We didn't think you were
right.
there, but
The metaphorical devil.
we
by the way.
just played your new song.
I just heard that, yes.
Now, are you
Thank
still
you
in a
for
moon
playing.
boot? Because you buggered your ankle, didn't you, playing
Yeah.
football?
Even worse than a moonbird. I'm in a full proper cast. I've had to have surgery and I did a proper job on it.
I heard about this. I heard so the story. Who told me this? You were playing. You played. You came on first half. Or no, was it quarters? What sport was it?
Well, it was AFL.
AFL.
Playing AFL, yeah, it was a community event down
Yeah.
in Dandenong.
And they said
And,
you've done all you need, guy. You've
Yeah,
done all you
British.
need, buddy. And you went no. No. Let the boy play. Let the boy play. And you came on, in my mind, it was the third quarter. This is the story I'm telling. You came back on in the third quarter and then kaput.
Oh, yes. Pretty close. Look, it's down in Dandenong. Brendan Favola was playing as well, and it was for a team that had they'd never won, and I think it had been sort of, I don't know, like 600 and something days since they've had a win, and so
I think Akermanis or Simon Black told me from memory.
Oh, the problem is, right, with this injury, all of these AFL players, even yesterday I had another one, like I'm mates with a few people that play cricket and play, they play professional sports, and every one of them are messaging me going, mate, not your Achilles, that's the worst thing you can do, massive recovery, you're going to hate it. And
it's, what did you actually do to it?
Well, it was the fourth quarter, and I'm going to say that because it makes it sound better, because I lasted a little longer than don't sell me short, and so I performed at the halftime as well. I came on the first quarter and then played and then performed, and when I should have been warming up, I was actually sound checking before the game, and then just didn't realise, I guess, my age and the length of time it's been between games of AFL footy. And just, I was going all right. Like, it was all going all right. And then I've just gone to take off. Like, literally no one was near me. And I thought somebody, cracked me with a baseball bat or something in the back of my leg. I've heard the loudest pop, like a gunshot.
You actually heard it?
Oh no, it's on video. It's on video. And I've seen the video as well, and you can hear this gunshot at the back of my leg, and I've turned around and there's no one behind me.
Oh no, it's just you.
Then I knew,
doing it
and then
yourself.
I knew.
Did you think you'd been cheap-shotted?
I literally thought someone. Wow. I don't know. It was the weirdest feeling, but it's like a new fear that's unlocked now, just because I was literally taking off just to run, and bang, just old man injuries happened.
Did they give you the green whistle?
No, it wasn't actually that sort of bad. Like Fev said to me as well, he goes, the worst part is when it you do your knee, you're in all sorts. Like with your Achilles, he goes, mate, you've definitely done your Achilles, because you're not in heaps of pain, you're in a fair bit of pain, but you've done your Achilles. I was like,
it's a good thing you're a musician then.
Yeah, and you've.
I know.
And you've written your album.
You've written this new single about it.
I have, yes, exactly.
Snap like my Achilles.
I saw you made a video clip, a music clip, with your, I think it was Jules pushing you around on your little moon boot scooter, and then your kids were in it, and then you're on the piano.
Oh, my God.
I know. Life gives you lemonade, right? It gives you lemons, you've got to make some lemonade. So I've got to, luckily I can still work and make music and all that sort of stuff. And I'm not trying to get back to AFL fitness, so as long as I can be on a stage and move around, which... I'll be back there in no time, and I'll be pretty busy between now and then, hopping along on crutches and a little scooter.
Because Maybe's out, we're playing it a lot. It's awesome. But you finished your album. When is that going to come out, and are you going to tour?
Yeah. So album's coming out soon, really, pretty soon, and in the next few months, and that's been 4 years in the making, so I'm just stoked to have that completely finished and be able to just release a bunch of new music over the next few months before I head out on the road as well, and I'll announce when I'm heading out on tour as well, because it's been a little second since my last tour, the Truth Tour as well, and I'm pretty, I think the most excited I've ever been to hit the road, just because this album really lends itself to being played live. There's such good musos on this album, and people that I've sort of, just adored working with, as far as just different guitarists and horn players and singers and people that I've just all got on this album. So it's going to be fun.
Oh, I'm looking
what
forward
about
to
this
it.
as a slice of history? Guy is the only Australian male artist to have ever achieved 6 #1 singles and 3 #1 albums in chart history.
Crazy.
That's pretty amazing.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Did
go.
you not know that? That's mate, that's something to be proud of. That is awesome. And the new single Maybe is available everywhere now. The great Guy Sebastian. Make sure you come up to me when you are on tour.
Yeah,
We'd love to
absolutely.
say good day to
Come
you
in.
again. Thanks, mate.
Yes, I'll come in person next time, even if it's on crutches. I'll
On the
be
moon
there.
boot. Thanks, Guy.
See you,
There you
guys.
go.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I just did some slick negotiating on the family front.
Oh, what have you done?
Vis-a-vis Reed this afternoon. It's just come to everyone's attention that Archie, my 13-year-old, has got his school chapel on tonight.
What's that mean?
Starting at 5:30. They have to go. They have one night a year where they have to go to the chapel.
Church.
The church. The school has a church thing. And, he obviously hasn't told us about it, so it's just been sprung on us at the last minute.
So you're trying to tell me
No,
that
I
you
just
somehow
got out of it.
I
Just got out of it, Nicky. It's all good.
Is it denominational?
What, is it Anglican or is it Lutheran or is
You
it?
didn't know what denominational meant.
Yeah, I don't know.
You went,
Yeah. Anglican,
Is it-
I would say.
Oh, autumnal?
You don't even know.
I never knew what.
You've had kids
I
go
know
there
I'm
for
not
3 decades, mate.
I know I'm not. It's not Catholic.
You know it's
so
not.
whatever the other
I'd
side
say it's
is.
Anglican,
What
that's-
is the difference?
Did you know that's what denominational means?
Oh,
It sounded like you didn't. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, I don't know whether.
there's a
I
pri-
don't know the way all that.
Is there a
I don't know
priest
the
or
way
a-
that system works, mate.
Is
Well,
there-
what's
is there a
Nudgee
high
College?
priestess up there?
What is
Catholic.
That's Catholic. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's not Catholic.
Yeah,
Please.
Honestly,
Honestly, I don't. What's
who do they pray to on
what's
the way to GPS cross country today? Who are they praying for?
What is the difference between Catholic and Anglican?
Anglican schools are less religious in their curriculum.
Yeah, it's like league and union. The scrums are different. Essentially.
Yeah, different scrums.
Yeah, different
there you
scrums.
go.
Essentially, it's just different scrums. Yeah, right.
And the Lutherans are religious as well, but in a way
look,
that, yeah.
maybe someone look it up. What's the
I know
Southwell
this
School?
is not where you want to
Anglican
go
or
with this.
Would you
No,
go?
it's not where I want to.
Do you go? Do you go up?
I don't mind going down this path. I was
what-
just going to say
you
I
go-
got out of going to
Do
it.
you go up and take the body and
I-
blood of Christ?
I've never known how to do that, but some people
How to do it?
Some people go up and do it.
You just open your mouth and take
You
it.
just take it. Open your mouth and take it, mate. It's like it's rock standard
Like
for
the
you,
good
mate.
Catholic.
So do you have to do that as a
I
Catholic?
don't open my mouth and take it.
Do
mate.
you do this?
What?
Do you do the?
Yes, I do the cross, and I genuflect. Mate,
My
I
mate
haven't
Barry,
been for many
my
years.
mate Barry, when he played for the Queensland, he's as religious as I am. Okay, we grew up in Harvey Bay together.
Yeah.
and
he went to the same school?
Went to the same school, and he is not religious either, right? But when he made his debut for the Queensland Reds,
Yeah.
he was running out onto Ballymore, and it was being televised. And as he ran past the camera, like as he's running up onto the thing,
Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
he did the
Oh, it's Father, Son, Holy.
the Holy Cross.
all the soccer players do it.
Apparently, he did it wrong. Yeah, but Barry's
They're
not
religious.
No, I know. That
I
is
was like,
funny.
what are you doing, Barry?
He thought it was the
What are you
YMCA.
doing? Yes.
Why did he do it?
Oh my God, could you
I
imagine?
don't know.
Could you imagine the poor priest? Like if Lutzi went to a confessional booth now? Like he'd have to retire after it.
What are you saying?
He wouldn't be able to
You
cope.
have to lock out the hour, guys. Sorry.
I can't. I need therapy.
No.
Oh my
Those days are done
goodness.
for me.
So what are you doing instead of going and speaking to the Lord Jesus Christ?
On other chores.
The chores.
Other chores.
The Bulldogs and Dolphins kick off at 7:45, don't they?
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.